Now I ain't gonna lie. Usually it do like the no cam, you know what I mean? But I want to crank the cam today, man. I gotta crank a quick live at the gig for y'all because I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Now I don't want y'all to take this from a superficial point of view. Now don't get me wrong, bro. I think God generally blessed me with good looks and handsomeness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very happy for that. It's a blessing. But just like I feel like I'm handsome and been blessed with looks, I'm sure a lot of people out there might feel the same. Now, the craziest part about what I'm about to say is like being attractive is literally a gift and a curse, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a gift and a curse, man. And when I say this shit is a gift and a curse, it's like everybody wants to be attractive, but being attractive is almost dangerous in a sense. It's almost it's like it's like you got a target on your back because at the end of the day, bro, people are gonna be mad at you because you're attractive, gang. And I'm not talking about the haters. I'm just talking about people in general that truly, really might really, want that same type of attraction, or want that effect of your looks or whatever. The reason I'm saying this is, bro, I just had a crazy situation transpire like yesterday on TikTok and just now. Now, just now I was a little bit thrown off, gang, because bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the braids, bro. The braids might make me look low key jive sweet. You know what I mean? And when I say it might make me look low key jive sweet, it's like for some. Oh damn! Did y'all see it? For some apparent reason, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, 1 second here, y'all. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Miss Nicole, Desiree, what's up? Y'all ain't see what I look like yet, did y'all? Said I'm hoping not. I might have to delete this live. Nah, but being attractive, what I was saying, being attractive is dangerous, bro. Is because, bro, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Constantly, I get hit on. Uh, what's the word? Secretly. Now, when I say secretly, it's like, bro, it sucks because I can't even be nice, fam. And I love to be nice. When I say be nice in person, like I work in customer service. A lot of that deals with like talking to people, being kind, and it's like every single time I'm being kind and nice, trying to provide good customer service, bro, it always transpires to being seen as flirting or some shit. Like, let me give y'all an example, bro. Every time I go on TikTok, I'm not gonna lie. I do go live with like a variety of people, but a lot of them be girls, bro. A lot of the girls, they go live with me. And when I go live with the girls, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not hypersexual, fam. Maybe at some point in time earlier on when I was 20s, I was hypersexual, whatever, meaning that I was trying to knock shit down back to back. But I'm not like that right now. So genuinely, I could just sit there and genuinely have a good conversation with a female without it being seen as flirting. But the fact that I'm a little bit attractive, it always seems like I'm flirting, bro. Like yesterday night, I was bored at work. I went on TikTok, man. And I go on TikTok, I'm talking to I'm talking to somebody, bro, and it was like somebody swiped up request to go live with me, but it was a three-way, it was a four-way live. It was a three-way live. So it was three shorties, three women. Two of them were friends, and one of them had just randomly wanted to join after I linked with the two. So we all on the live, bruh. And I try to equally share my energy with everybody on the live. Like for instance, let's say it's me, Rowdy the Don, and Curtis McGowan on the live. I genuinely, he say eating Wingstop and smoking in the garage before bed. Hey, shout out to Roddy the Don. I might have to crank these lives for you, man. During these times, I know you go to bed early, but even you, Rowdy, you kind of look like Bob Marley, gang. I ain't gonna lie, real Rastafari vibes, man. I peeped the photo of you smoking in the parking lot, hitting the pen, but just having an ounce of attractiveness, bro. It's like a problem. So while I'm on the live, bro, I promise you, I'm literally having a normal conversation with these girls on the live, fam. As I'm talking to them, I'm taking time to like conversate with each person. And this is not me trying to flirt, chop them up or nothing. This is regular convo. And then the reason it was regular convo, bro, because I'm 30 ball Steph Curry special. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really trying to talk to no 20-something-year-old shorty, bro. And a lot of the shorties that was on there, I could tell they was 20-something years old. So me being me, I like to think like a mastermind. I'm doing platonic conversations with them, but then this grown woman slide into the screen. The grown woman had to be 45 exactly because I asked her age. So when she slide into the screen, I'm like, dang, who that? Who that? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more focusing on her now. And then the girl who's on TikTok, she's like, that's my mom. I'm like, dang, your mom looking good. She's in the right shape. But bro, keep in mind, bro, I'm just trying to cheer this lady up. I'm not trying to smash her, get her number, nothing, bro. This is good vibes on the live, but I'm talking to an older woman. These is 20-year-old girls. I don't really want to talk to them, man. They be geeking and all that when they talk to somebody attractive. So as I'm having a normal conversation with the old lady, bro, you know what happens? One of the 20-year-old girls like, uh-uh, you not gonna do that. You not gonna do that. I'm like, do what? She like, you over there flirting with I forgot the lady name. You flirting with her? She married. I'm like, no, I'm not flirting with her. I'm simply having a normal conversation and talking to her. Why does it seem as flirty? She's like, nah. But I'm like, you the same person that was saying that, but you was mad when I ain't say hi to you earlier in the live. And she like, what? Don't make it seem like I'm pressed for you. Da 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 da. I'm 20 years old. But I'm like, yo, bro, first off, you get mad at me for having a conversation with a 40-year-old lady that's way older than you. You make it seem like I'm trying to get at her. When I say, why you acting like that when you was just tripping on me not saying hi to you, you flip it. You like, don't act like I want you. You 30. I'm like 20s. I'm like, nah, you tripping. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm a dip. So I dip. I dip, boom. I get on another live, bro. On another live, it's a girl that requests to go live with me, but she's already live with another dude. I don't know these people. So when I get on the live, dude like, no, man, I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him on here. So when bros say that, I'm like, all right, man, no worries. I'm a dip because, bro, I simply got on a live just to have a vibe. I wasn't trying to talk to the girl, but it seems like, bro, I ain't trying to say I'm the most attractive guy in the world. I don't think I am. I think I got a little bit of good looks from the Lord. I feel like everybody got something good from the Lord, bro. Now, when it comes to the looks and how I look, bro, I got braids. So I don't think I look sweet, bro. I think personally I look like a tough guy with braids. That's my perspective, but it's like I must be overly attractive because fool. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show y'all the money, man. I see the $3. It's $3 right here. I see it. 'Cause I try to tell y'all real stuff. So I just had a older guy come. He needed my help. I'm helping this guy, bro. Everything's normal at first. I'm helping him through the window, man. I got a window right here that I help people through. I could show y'all the window with my reflection in it, you know. So I'm helping him through the window. He lose a bag, you know. I get a driver to go get the bag. So he comes out and I tell him, come on, because the driver, like, instead of having you ride with him, he can grab it for you. You want to do that? Yeah. So, bro, as I'm talking to this man, he looking at me in the eye, bro, and he trying to grab his crouch. Like grab on himself. Like you know when you talking to a shorty and you just, I don't know if it's an urge of horniness that hits you, but I'm just like, man, what the fuck? So I damn near had to spit, bro, like a loogie out because of this shit. This shit disgusts me because it's like, yo, broski, what made you even get on that type time? My boy, my man's got a wife with him. So when he do all that shit, bro, it make me uncomfortable because I'm sitting in a chair talking to fool. Before I was standing up. So maybe he looking at it like, let me do that because he's at the level of sitting down or whatever. But I only had slid out because I didn't want to get out the chair because it was parked. So when he do that, gang, it made me uncomfortable. I damn that spit a loogie out in front, not at him, but in the vicinity, like to the side, like yo, to signify, like, bro, you just disgusted me doing that shit, bro. So when he go back to the car, he got a wife with him. The wife, she must have peeped this shit, like, and what she must have told him, like he's not like that, because out of nowhere, this man came to give me $3, bro. $3. But it's like, bro, that don't really justify the $3, bro. He said, "Dang, these men are, man, Stephanie Nicole. I'm telling you, bro. Like that shit. Dudes that are like predators when they get around women, they get to grabbing they dick, grabbing they crouch, cause they just get a urge of horniness. But I'm looking at the old guy like, damn, my boy, you just disqualified yourself. I'm thinking you's an official old guy with a wife with you. But you come talk to me for the second time. You want to grab on you. You want to grope yourself. What's going on? So I damn near gotta spit a loogie out to send a subliminal message, bro. Like, yo, bro, I'm fucking disgusted, bro. Don't do that shit again. So when you go back to your car, your wife, she like looking at you. Y'all might have been talking in the whip, but I can't even look in your direction because I'm like, nah, bro, you throw it off. I was a cool, chill, relaxed. I didn't flirt. I didn't crack a joke. I just wanted to help the OG get his bag. With the OG get horny when he get around me, he grabbing his dick. Then he feel bad. He go to the car and he's like, "Here, man, $3." You know what I'm saying? But I know this was his wife because she's like, "Yo, bro, you gotta go make that situation right." But I'm looking at him like, "Bro, I just want your ass to get out of here because you done made me uncomfortable to the point of no return." But I look at it like, "Damn, I can't be that attractive to where you gotta do some shit like that, bro. What's up with you, gang? Is it because I got braids, my dude?" But just imagine me having to spit a loogie out to send a message that I'm disgusted. Ain't that crazy? But it's sad that it even she's like W+3 gotta wash. He said, "Well, you gotta watch this shit when he get home." Nah, but I ain't spit on him. I'm not that disrespectful, fool. He was standing at a distance, but it's like you grabbing yourself, groping on your crouch. I damn near gotta spit to the side, like to show you, bro. I'm disgusted. You know how when you disgusted by some shit, you just spit like. That's how it was. But it was like the only way I could send that message to you, bro. Cause you made me uncomfortable. Cause I can't be like, yo, bro, why you grabbing yourself when you round me, bro? You good? But I shouldn't even have to say that. This man way older than me. He married. His wife was in the car with him. Then I was just like, damn, like, yo, that shit threw me off. Cause even at $3 is like it don't make me feel good at all. Like I'm not a little bop. You can't come grope yourself and be like, here, $3 for the bop. He said, facts, why is no self-control, Rowdy. Because as a man, I know dudes do that when they get around women. They see a sexy woman walk past with a nice waist and they grab and they crouch, groping themselves. You know what I mean? They getting horny. But I look at the OG like, yo, bro, this not that type of vibe. I gotta spit out a loogie so you can see like what I mean. It's like that's a message. But I don't want to have to send you that message, gang. I ain't even advanced or nothing. We barely even talk, man. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. I barely even talked to this fool, bro. It was, all right, sir, you lost your bag. Okay, 1 second. Let me talk to the driver. Boom, boom. Driver might go get it. All right, fool. Then I called him back. I'm like, yo, the driver said he just can get it for you instead of having you ride back with him. He's like, all right, bet. That's when he walked up, groping himself. He didn't do that the first time because I was standing up talking to him. When I'm sitting in the chair, I just slightly cracked the door open to holler at bro. He walk up groping himself. Yo, and I'm just like, what the fudge? I gotta spit in the vicinity, like to the side though, to send a message like I'm disgusted, bro. Why grope yourself in front of a random man, even if you think this man is attractive? You don't come like that, bro. But I just look at it like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, like being attractive, Stephanie Nicole, Rowdy the Don, y'all gotta be scared, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like y'all laughing at me right now. Y'all gotta be scared out there. When y'all out there, he said crazy times we live in, bro. Don't fall for one loke. It could be a setup. Facts. The wife ain't influenced that. Nah, she didn't. She didn't influence that. But I feel like she made him give me the tip because, bro, I'm telling you, it was such an awkward situation because, bro, I talked to the guy first, bro. He was normal. He was cool. He came to the window. He told me he lost his bag. Everything was straight. When I called him back the second time because he was going to ride with the driver again to go back to get the bag. So the driver like, nah, YS, I just grabbed a bag for him. Just let him know. So I'm like, all right, sir. The driver can grab the bag. Did you want that to happen? But he was parked a little back a ways. So he had to walk up. As fool is walking up, he's grabbing his junk. Like, you know how you grabbing your junk, like you just want to get some play or some shit, and I'm just throwing off. Because it's like, okay, what the fuck is all that for? You good? But then he got a wife. So the wife is watching this transpire. The wife watched me spit the loogie out. Like, bro, I'm disgusted, gang. Don't fucking walk up grabbing your junk, my nigga. You good? This ain't that time. So when he get back to the car, I don't know what she said to him. You know, I'm just trying to be cool because I gotta check him out after the bro done did this weird shit. Then she she was talking to him and then he had gave me the $3. You know, I gave him a fist bump, bro, but I ain't gonna lie, like I just did that shit to be cordial, but I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't even want no tip from bro, man. I just wanted bro to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Cause I look at him like, man, you more of a prey than anything. Because I ain't even talked to you on no flirtatious type time or nothing, bro. When I talk to guys, I'm very short in responses, bro. I don't be trying to crack too many jokes and none of that shit, man. You feel me? He said, Steph, never go where the crowd is hard to protect yourself from all those unfamiliar energies. He said all the time on Rob in New York City, there was a stabbing in the subway and I was walking with my wife. I walked behind her like 3 feet. She said women get it hard too because we don't know we're with one of man, y'all don't know though, but it's a lot of them though. But it's not that it's that though, Steph, because I don't want it to be that, man. I feel like anybody a lot of the time that doesn't really associate with that lifestyle when they talk about what they experience, for those who are a part of that lifestyle, it's made to be seeming like they don't like that person's lifestyle. It's not the case. Everyone can have any lifestyle they want, but it's like you gotta be able to know who's a part of that, bro. And you could generally tell based on the feel of a person's energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like an energy field. Once you step into that person's energy field, you can feel that. But for an old man to grope on himself, it's like, man, that old man ain't no telling what he doing behind the scenes, bro. He might see his nephew be attractive, and he groping his junk in front of his nephew. And I don't know from a sweet guy's perspective, that's supposed to turn on a straight man. Like, bro, are you dumb? You just disgusted me, gang. Like, save that shit for who it's meant for. Don't do it over here. But then I lose all respect for you instantly, gang. Like instantly. Cause I'm looking like, gang, you can't peep my persona, bro. That I ain't sweet. Then you just must be a predator. Cause generally, let's switch the saying. Like, let's say I'm trying to get at Stephanie Nicole, right? Stephanie Nicole, I'm figuratively speaking. Let's say I'm trying to get at you, right? Boom. You're gonna have certain body languages that's gonna let me know if it's a go or not a go. Now, if I keep pursuing you, then I just become a stalker, a creep, a prey, a predator, not picking up on your body language. So when that transpires, gang, I ain't gonna lie, these dudes be looking like creeps, preys, predators. Because what transpired to where you felt like you should get horny? What was said to where you feel like you should get horny? What was said to where you gotta grope yourself? If none of those things was said, it's like you got a problem, bro. And a lot of these people have that problem. And it's like it sucks because, like I said, you can't even be attractive out here no more. Women, I know y'all go through that shit a lot, man. Even when you guys are attractive, it's like just dealing with predators and preys. And what sucks is like, dang, all right, you could want something, but at least let the thing want you back. Don't want something that just wanted it, and even if it don't want you, it's like, nah, bro. That's predatory. If you want something that shit don't want you back, nah, you fall back. You peep that and you fall back. Like if I was trying to get at Miss Nicole and she's like, man, why yes, you just not attracted to me. If I keep pursuing Miss Nicole, I'm a predator, bro. I'm a creepy guy. If I can understand Miss Nicole don't want to rock with me like that and I fall back, I'm a regular gentleman. And I just look at it like, yo, bro, if you attractive out there, bro, you gotta be careful because it's people literally after us, gang. They act like, I don't know, we like Tyson Beckford or some shit, like America's next top model or something. Rowdy said, I see it all in public. Also, YS, just because your view count says one doesn't mean the only one person in there. Now I learned that because they do that based on what I'm talking about. So this is what they do. The fact that I'm talking about I don't like men trying to hit on me and shit like that. Sometimes YouTube not gonna show the people that's really watching me. They're gonna show me less people watching me so they can discourage me talking, bro. And it's like I'm not gonna be discouraged. I'm still gonna say what I gotta say because that's like some predatory type shit, man. I don't fuck with that. And I show y'all the $3, gang. So y'all know I ain't bullshit about shit. This is it. $3. I don't know if in bro mind he think I'm in a brothel or some shit. He could just walk up, grope himself, and tip $3 and we good. You know what I'm saying? I just love my job though, so I ain't even entertain that shit, man. Besides the loogie spit, but that was just symbolism. You know what I mean? And you want to communicate with me indirectly by grabbing on your junk. I'm gonna spit a loogie out to communicate with you indirectly that I don't fuck with that shit. Sample. You feel me? Sample. You got that message. I don't even need to say words. You feel me? Because I never walk on another man and grope myself in front of a man. I do that for a female. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm tell a man like, yo, check my dick out. You like dick? Rowdy, you feel me? I don't want to be ignorant, but it's like that's the only reason. 70 said, it's extra R hour for good women. Everyone has hit it vibes and keep pushing. Men look at women's values by how good their body looks. It is sad. Nah, it is sad. That's the truth. You know, and I like that you don't want to mess with those type of guys because I ain't gonna lie, like the world's a messed up place right now where I mean not a lot of people kind of tuned in with their morals, man. It's like uh, David and Gasayam or it's like a certain place, man. It's like dang near a bad environment because you got real people that's walking around that just they yearn for people with a certain type of energy, bro. I feel like when stuff like that happen to me, it's to get me like out of my energy spirit, like get me upset, get me snapping because it's a violation to my spirit. It's a violation to my spirit because these people that's coming with that type of energy, they sense the energy I have the moment they approach me. It's there. And once they feel like they like, oh, okay, how do I taint this? How do I get this energy reformed or whatever it is, But I deal with that stuff regularly. Like the other day, I'm helping this one white dude, bro. He looking at my nuts the whole time, my private area. He like, damn, you got some long ass arms. What's the purpose of that conversation, bro? I don't even respond. I say, all right, sir, you have a good day. Sample. Cause what are we talking about how long my arms are? Like, I want a girl to come up like, yeah, you got some long ass arms. Like, yeah, baby, you trying to see what else long too? Not a guy. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like what? But this is what I experience regularly. I'm telling y'all, like, I damn near gotta ignore a lot of shit said to me. Like, when I used to work at a gas station, it used to be worse. People would come up to me like, damn, you look good with braids. This is a man saying that. And I'd be like, nah, bro, that shit for the girls. I gotta say something like that. And they get offended, like, oh, you can't take compliments? Shit, not really from you saying that as a guy. Then they want to argue with you. These type of people. Why? Because you didn't receive what they wanted to put on you. But I look at it like, man, if y'all attractive out there, be cautious, bro. I don't know what these people are, but they are like praise, fam. And they yearn for this energy, man. Rowdy, I know they be on your you look like Bob Marley at work. I know they be on your heels. You know what I mean? Rasta vibes. You feel me? Then your eyes, they be on your eyes, they be on your heels, bro. Like, dude, when I be talking to people, they be trying to look directly in my eyes. I don't look in people's eyes because it's not that type of connection. I could make a quick eye contact, but I'm not gonna stare in your eyes like we at a dinner or something, candlelit dinner, romantic views, and I'm just trying to look into your soul and nah, fool, you looking too hard. He said, facts. Stephanie said, I ain't attracted to all those type of ass men. Nah, Stephanie, call you a good woman though, so it's gonna take a while. Like a lot of guys that come around and they just want to like have a sexual relationship with you, they not gonna have the patience to get that because they're used to like weak people, bro. And when I say weak people, bro, listen, I had a shorty I was dealing with, bro. Now, I don't know what type of guys she was dealing with, but she must have been dealing with some weak guys. When I say weak guys, she would always be like, uh, all my dudes, they always miss me every time I leave or some shit like that. So I'm like, what you mean by that? Like, oh, they always get to texting me from different numbers, da 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 da. So personally, I'm looking like, bro, I don't feel like I need you like that to where if you switch up on me, I gotta text you from another number. I don't care. Why? Because I know there's multiple women in the world just as beautiful as you, or if not beautiful, based on me being the beauty in the eye of the beholder. So we kind of stopped talking for a while, bro. She like, don't text me at all from no other number, promise. Bro, I ain't hit her line at all. She ended up hitting me back, and when she hit me back, it was like it was an understanding for her. Like, dude, I know you mess with a lot of obsessive guys that are like so obsessed with just having with you or whatever, but I'm not obsessed like that. So I'm not gonna chase you down for anything. I'm not gonna text you from another number if you get a new number, or if you hit me like, yo, YS, I don't really want to text no more. I ain't gonna be texting you. because I feel like I'm not so desperate to have to act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the dudes that come around, they so desperate stuff. They gonna want to spend the money on you. They gonna want to flex to show you they rich. You know what I'm saying? Like why? Because they want to get that cutty quick. You know what I mean? They'll I ain't gonna hold you. He said, I don't give a fuck. I look at him. I'm not the only stoner at the job. Nah, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't look at people's eyes not because I hit the tree, Rowdy, because they be trying to look into your soul. They be trying to. You might look into a person's eyes for like 1 minute and they done fell in love. Because I used to do this thing, bro. I got like a strong look. So I used to go to the club, right? It was me and my friend Russ Bucks. I call him Russ Bucks, man. We go to the club. T Russ, Russ Bucks. We used to go to the club all the time, and every time I be having a drink, I see a girl from like across the dance floor, bro. And I literally be eye her the whole time, like. But people used to tell me this professionally, like they'll be like, man, you got this thing where when you look in my eyes, like you trying to look into my soul. So preferably, I don't just do that with regular people, bro. I do that with women I'm trying to get intimate with. You know what I mean? I might stare at a shorty down, she's staring me down, but I'm feeling the energy she putting down. I'm not trying to do that with no guy. Get this guy out of here, man. Give me some glasses. he said, fast YS to club, yeah. But y'all get even women do this with guys they see that as attractive in the club. They you gonna eye them whole time. Y'all just staring each other down, sending messages with your eyes. So the eyes is like the window to the soul. You feel me? Y'all heard Scarface say that, man. It's all in the eyes, Chico. It's all in the eyes. It's the window to your soul. So you just can't be just looking at everybody like you just trying to let them in there, you know. And dudes be looking like they just trying to look in your eyes for 3-4 minutes. Bro, I don't even be on that time. You trying to look in my eyes too long, I look away, man. For shorty, I'm gonna make eye contact with her all day because that's natural to me. You know what I'm saying? You said right, exactly. Men should not be looking at each other in their eyes, not for a long time. Like you could be talking to somebody, you make quick eye contact, but if you just sitting there face to face, you guys are staring at each other like this, nah, bro. Nah. Something going on. Something going on because when I'm looking at a shorty's eyes, I'm looking at her features. I'm examining her eyelashes, her smile, her nose. Because I'm looking at her for a while. Her eyes is a part of her face. So if a dude looking at me for too long, he looking at my lips, my nose, my eyes. I don't like none of that shit, bro. Turn around, homie. Nah, just say, feel you. I don't look at that, man. Nah, not like that, Rowdy. Like I said, you can make a quick little eye contact respectfully, but just for me to sit and stare at you like I'm so infatuated, nah, bro. That shit a dub. But this is what a lot of dudes I be seeing try to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what they try to do, man. Or they try to be overly friendly, cracking jokes. But it's nothing against that lifestyle, bro. Like I said, it just these people are trying to prey on anybody attractive. Anybody that's attractive, they want you. They want you and they need you. And they're gonna do things to think they can get you. Yeah, and they're gonna group themselves and they're gonna make weird jokes and hoping that they can get you. Nah, no cap. That's how it go. But I look at them like, yo, bro, y'all gotta relax, bro. Simmer down. Simmer down, bro. Please. Simmer down. Like, I'm with Miss Nicole's and all the Stephanie Nicole's that's normal, natural Nicole's. For real. Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. This how ill I am, fool. Bro, I'll be on TikTok. And it'll be like a transformer gang. I don't have a problem with transformer. I don't work with transformer, bro. My first job at McDonald's ever, bro. I used to have this dude. I ain't gonna say his name. His name is Jay. Jay, one of the coolest people ever. He went through like before I even knew what a transformer was. He went through the full transformation. I put this in my life. But Jay ain't never try to get at me. Jay ain't never try to grope me, cop feels. Jay worked with me at McDonald's for 3 years. I even seen Jay at another McDonald's as like a manager. I've always been kind to Jay. I never would call Jay out the name. I never would make Jay feel less than what they was because I'm not that type of person, bro. You feel me? So the reason I'm telling y'all that is like I don't have uncomfortability being around those type of people if they not trying to get at me. Jay never try to get at me. I see Jay now, I'm like, hey Jay, how you doing? It's like, yeah, I remember you local, because Jay was Mexican. Jay, like, I remember you local. You was always kind to me. Because when I worked at McDonald's, there's a lot of asshole that would be making fun of Jay for trying to go through the transformation. I ain't never made fun of Jay. I ain't never clown him. Cause I'm not that type of guy. Now, if I'm clowning you, bro, I'm literally trying to be an asshole, like on purpose. Like, unless I'm having fun, you know. If I'm really just clowning you back to back to back on your being, it's like that. Okay, I'm intentionally doing that shit. So going through an experience like that, I never was like oblivious to people's choices in life and then judge them for it, bro. I don't care about all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to look at people who kind of have boundaries and link them with that. Oh, you hating cause nah, it's nothing with hating or nothing. There's certain people out here that do go through all that and they still can maintain life and not prey on others. But there's people out here, they got like some type of beast inside of them that wants what it wants, no matter what it is, no matter if the person down with the count or in the club or not, they want them. These are people I got a problem with. He said, I don't want to be weird fake man or woman near me. Nah, like Zodi, listen, you can't be mad. Let me tell you something, bro. You can't be mad that a person chooses something, long as it doesn't affect you or interfere with what you like. So what does that mean? Like you can't say, I don't want no transformer around me unless you sexually dealing with them. You feel what I'm saying? Unless you going on dates with them. It don't matter if they around. I don't work with people who liked a certain gender, who went through transformation. Bro, these people never bother me, bro. They never try to get at me, bro. They never try to grope my butt, grope my hands. There's regular people doing this to me, bro. Regular people groping their self in front of me, trying to grope my hands. The people that was on this lifestyle when I was in this was when I was in high school. They never tried this, bro. I had my boy Luis. Luis used to dress like Prince. They used to be late. They used to call him Boy George. They be like Boy George, because he was Mexican. But Luis never cared. Luis never tried to get at the guys. Luis knew what he liked. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. This was at a job at McDonald's. Zodi, you gotta understand, bro. I'm not hanging around weird dudes. You're gonna go to your workplace, and there's gonna be those type of people there. You can't be saying I don't want them around me, bro. You can't say that type of shit. It's not. That's like hate speech. You know what I mean? What you can say is, okay, long as I'm not dealing with this person on a sexual note, romantic note, they spread. They can do their own thing. This is how real men operate. They long as they respect that. The issue is the people that don't respect that. Those are the monsters. They looking at you like, Zodi, you're attractive, man. You're black. You must have a. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all be listening to Charleston White. Yo, Charleston White. He said, I'm for to talk about the behind their backs. Yo, you good. You could do that, but as your homie, if you in a workplace, you can't say that type shit. It's not gonna come off the right way, and you have every right to say that, but you gotta understand how it's set up. So you could have that perspective all the way. Like personally, I wasn't hanging out with Jay outside of work. I wasn't hanging out with Luis outside of work. I only saw them cats at the job. I don't know what they was like outside of work. So I never had a vendetta against them because they never tried me. They never tried to get at me. They never was like, "YS, you so handsome." None of that. You know what I mean? And that's why I respected them because they knew what they liked. Like, bro, it'd be times even Luis, bro. Some of the girls would be like, "Oh, Luis, what do you think about that guy? What do you think about that guy?" Luis be like, "Oh, no, he's not my type." Luis used to say this shit. And I don't know if these was like straight guys they were trying to push up on him or whatever it was, but he knew what he liked, bro. So those are the people I respect because I'm not dissing their lifestyle. I'm not mad at their lifestyle. What pisses me off is when you kind of can see that I'm living a certain way and then you try to like push your energy on me based on your horniness. You know what I mean? Based on you liking men or whatever it is. You're like, yo, bro, you gotta simmer down because you got options. You gotta go link with the options and do the right thing. It ain't about what you want all the time. It's all about does it make sense or does this want you too? He said, "I don't care if they like me." Nah, Zadi, it's not about you saying that. It's just it's policy, man. In 2012, you could say that in the workplace, Zadi. You wouldn't have no problems. 2026, bro, you cannot say that shit, bro. Saying you say that shit, you out of there, boy. Packed up. They shipping you out. UPS. They got a new Zadi starting in 2 weeks. Now you at the crib, man. Like, yo, they let me go because I said that for real. Like, you can't say that, boy. It's not gonna be good, man. Just be smooth, man. What I'm telling you is like, if you're a little bit attractive, man, be on your P's and Q's, man. For real. If you think you're a little bit attractive, be on your P's and Q's, man. Because, bro, it's people that want you, bro. They don't care if you want them back. They're gonna do weird actions to show you that. They might reach in their pants while you guys are talking, then smell their hands. No, I'm trying to. He said they'll just have to deal with it. Saudi said he don't care about the gig. He's up. He got 100 million put up. Nah, Saudi, you got me rolling. He's like, yeah. He's like, you like, I don't want your ass around me. You gotta be 20 feet away. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not on their schedule no more. Now that's facts. You know what I'm saying? You guys set boundaries, man. Just set boundaries, man. Y'all see this hand sanitizer? I gotta use this hand sanitizer a lot, bro. Look how much left is in here. When I be telling y'all people be groping my hands, I'm not capping. I use this a lot. This joint was filled. That's how much they grope my hands. And I don't like that shit. Like, don't grope my hands, bro. When you do that, I'ma wipe my hands on my shirt in front of you. And then it's like, why I even gotta do all that? Yes. I'm not gonna hold y'all like why I even gotta do all that now, man? But on a good note, man, I just wanted to crank this live, man. I gotta keep in mind that my boy Roddy the Don works night, so I gotta squeeze these midday lives in for him. But I'm working on like a little highlight for y'all, man. I'm gonna throw in the Discord gaming highlight, how I usually make the clips and all that. Yo, Richard Wilkins, man, he said you're letting people grope your hands so often. You went through a whole bunch of a bunch of pure real. Bro, I'm not letting nothing happen, Mr. Wilkins. This is how it transpires. Now we're gonna do hand. So this is the random hand. This is my hand right here with the money, Mr. Wilkins. So this is the transaction. It's like I will literally hold whatever the card or money or receipt is like this to give it to this person. This person does this every time. It's just how I go. Again, literally like this. Cause bro, I got big ass hands. Look how big my hands are, bro. My hands can cover the whole screen, fam. Like I got some big ass hands, bro. So it's no need. And my fingers are long. I got long fingers. I don't need to like get close to this other hand. I can literally hand it like this. This person does it. They do this every time, bro. They like, I just want to touch him. And I don't be getting that jump, bro. He said, Richard said, I'm not victim blaming, but fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. Nah, hey, Richard be having me crying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he be having me crying, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He said, fool me once, shame on you. Now, I ain't trying to fool you, man. That's what transpires, gang. This shit is crazy. I be wishing I could record the interactions for y'all, but I can't do that though, man. Just so y'all gonna be like, all right, YS ain't capping. You feel me? He said, hope everybody doing well, even the short finger kings, man. Hey, long finger, short finger kings, man. Everybody got a finger. As long as you got fingers, you good, bro. Not having fingers sound like that shit suck. She said, tell us set it on the counter. Nah, I can't do that because it's like a drive-through window, Steph. So I verbally physically got to hand you your card with the receipt because it's courtesy. You know what I mean? I can't really set it on the counter or nothing. It's like no counter for real. But I got past that shit, man. Most time when people grope my hands, I just wash it, use the hand sanitizer, wipe it in front of them. Got past that shit because it happens so often. It's like I damn near gotta wear gloves to just have some comfortability or some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm staring into like the space. It look like it's a shadow, a dark shadow far back. Maybe I'm bugging. You know what I'm saying? Cause I work in a parking ramp. He said short finger kings, yeah. The stub havers, the chud havers. What is it, chodes? Chodes. Like look at my thumb. This is my thumb right here. Saying, like my toes are like this too. Hey, he said, never in my life have I went out with a real concern of my my hand being well. Yo, Rich, you gotta chill. This is real life. You over here clowning. Nah, the hand boogeyman is that man be jumping from body to body. You would think it's more than one boogeyman, eh? It gotta be more than one boogeyman, dog. All facts. But I'm glad we can laugh at this situation though. Y'all see? My boy said, look, all I do is grope myself. If that's allowed, you get $3. Bro, I thought this joke was the brothel. He said each time they go somewhere, it spreads. Y'all think they trying to spread that Hantai virus? What is it? Hantai? Is it hentai? Ain't hey, it's crazy. Ain't hentai like anime or some shit? Nah, bro. Them boys came from the Bahamas with that junk. They said YS must have it. Nah, Rich, you got me clowning now, man. Hey, the boys came. They said he doesn't have the hand tie. We grope his hands. The hand groper. But I ain't gonna lie, that junk used to bug me a lot. But I had to like just get past that shit. Like, dang, they just want to cop a feel, man. He said, and the hantavirus. Yeah, it all makes sense now, right? That man, Rich, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, these boys gotta be spreading that hantavirus, man. The hantavirus, hand to hand. Yes, that's why you so smart, bro. We might have to swap you out with DT, man. You gotta take DT out of there, fam. You gotta replace DT. No bappers. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I just crack jokes, man, to make fun of this, because otherwise you just be feeling confused. Like, why these people like this? He said we're thinking like real intellectuals now. Yeah, I gotta swap you out with DT, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta figure that out, man. We're gonna put Rich in there instead of DT. Somebody was just watching me out the hotel window over there. They had just closed the window. You never know who's watching, man. Somebody's watching. Where I work at, we got like a couple hotels by us because it's kind of by like the airport, fool. And then we got this apartment building. So, they probably be watching from the hotel, the apartment buildings. They want to know what we doing and shit like that. Big brother's watching. Someone's always watching. Someone's always watching. But nah, on another note though, I'm actually making I'm working on an edit, like a highlight video for y'all. I'm gonna drop in the Discord, man. I'm gonna try to drop stuff in the Discord to keep the Discord bussing. Rowdy, I know you got to get ready for bed at like 10. So I appreciate you even sliding in on the live, man. I appreciate you joining Miss Nicole, Mr. Wilkins. Y'all know I'm going to crank my night live today after work for sure. You feel me? I just had to like go on here and say, man, if you a little bit attractive, bro, be scared, bro. Not in the sense of like super worried, but it's predators out here that want you, bro. Saying they gonna do whatever they can to try to get you, or when they get around you, they gonna let you know that they want you. Whether it be them groping your hands like me, or they gonna be trying to grope they self in front of you or whatever it is. I don't know, but all that shit is weird. What D Green say? Weirdo. Y'all know who D Green is? He's like a YouTuber. He does reaction videos or like just reacts to like stuff that happens, and he has like a ad lib where he's like weirdo. But now I love y'all though, man. I know all y'all attractive, so I know y'all be getting all types of weirdos out there. They be on y'all team, like Stephanie. I know for sure, Miss Nicole definitely be getting for real harassed. You be popping now. You be popping in the chat for real. So I know in real life, them boys be on your heels. No bappers. Boys be on your heels for real. You said if you're attractive, be scared. hey, hey, Rupees. He said, why you hiding, folks? Where you at, homeboy? Bro, I don't have a mask on right now. I'm at work. If I put my face on, y'all gonna see what I look like, man. So I had to. At some point, I thought like I showed a little bit of my face, but I don't know. Maybe I did. Because I was helping this one dude. I had to run in and run out. So I might have got a glimpse of my forehead or some shit. He said, hopefully no more hand gropers come in tonight before you leave. Now, they going to come in for sure. They going to come in for sure. No more gropers. Actual gropers. Hand gropers. We done got past the hand gropers. Hand sanitizer. Wash hands. The main want to grope themselves in front of you, that's the real issue. Like, nah, that boy out there, he got no self-control. He ready to get down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? He said, and we're all attractive, which means we should all be scared. But no, we're all attractive. But Richard Wilkins is more than just the physical. It's the energy. I strongly believe it's an energy because, like, even though we joke about the hand groping situation, it's like, think about it. You could hand somebody something from a distance, but they still want to just touch you. So they just want to feel some type of energy. They just want to feel your energy. They just want the energy on them. It's all about energy, bro. It's not just the physical, because it can't be just a physical game. Because some of the people I tell y'all about, I'm not even talking to them. I don't even laugh. I don't even crack jokes. So, but they sense the energy on me somehow. And they're like, yo, we need to get some of this guy energy somehow. We need some of his energy. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I'm like blood O, blood type blood O. It's like universal. So I used to stay in like the sticks with this white lady. She was like my roommate, and she had he like the trailer park. I don't know, freaking councilman or something, leader or some shit. And he stayed right next door. So he was gonna leave because they was about to go on like a cross country trip, him and his wife. So I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy because when he was gonna leave, bro, I was moving out. I only stayed at that place for a month. That's when I had got the roommate situation. So when I was moving out, he was throwing the barbecue, and when he was throwing the barbecue, folks, I had to pack my stuff in the U-Haul, bro. 1 second, y'all. I gotta help this guy out real quick. Hey, how you doing? Doing well. I think he's on the other side. All right, boys. Appreciate that, man. Should be good. Hey, you owe $1,000, Mr. Landrum. I was in there, all right? Yeah. See, that guy was cool. I made a joke. He didn't grope my hands. He didn't do nothing weird. So when I was moving though, bro, I'm packing my stuff in a U-Haul, bro, and I swear this white dude, like family member, had to be like a reptile or some shit, boy. Cause fool, is I'm the trailers. Anybody ever stayed in like a mobile home, trailer park, whatever? Them shits is close to each other, fool. So they right there having the barbecue in like the half driveway, and I'm parked in the half driveway. I'm hauling stuff to the U-Haul. The U-Haul kind of backed in. The U-Haul storage part where the furniture go in is facing, the crib. So bro, I'm sweating that day because it's hot. So I'm moving all this stuff. And bro, it was just one girl, like the girl, she was like just kind of dark. She just had like a dark vibe, dark makeup, gothic vibe, gothic style. But ain't nothing wrong with gothic people, bro. But some gothic people, they be into like the occult and all that type shit. So fool, as I'm going back and forth, this girl is like swimming around me. When I say swimming around me, she'll act like she gotta throw something away at the trash because the trash cans was right by each other, but it's like on our side of the trailer park. But I'm walking past her. Then I'm coming in and like she'll act like she gotta go throw some shit. But it's like each and every time I'm walking past, she trying to like squeeze in there. Bro, this girl said something that creeped me out. She was like, she just got to talking about blood randomly. She was like, yeah, I really need someone with old type blood. I'm just like, what? Because bro, I know this for a fact that I'm old type blood because when I was in high school, we had like went to like the blood drive, and we was learning about A positive, B positive, O negative, this and that. But universal blood is like you can give blood to anyone for real, gang. So as I'm moving, how does this shorty know that I'm O positive? She just, but it's like she could smell my blood, bro. I know y'all like, why is you're crazy? Because I was confused. It's like this girl was not talking about blood at all, bro. They are having a barbecue. They're eating. She keeps passing by me every time I'm moving some shit. So when I'm moving and stuff, I'm sweating. So my endorphins, my real scent, all that shit is coming out my pores. It's damn near like shorty could smell my blood, dog. She's just got to talking about, yeah, I really need someone with an old positive blood. I'm like, what the heck? Man, this hoe's a weirdo. She gotta be one of them because, bro, this shit was random. It was like she said it loud enough to where I can hear her saying this shit. But by then, I was damn near done packing everything out of there, pulling off. I'm like, yo, bro, she's a weirdo. But I swear she had to be an animal or some shit, bro. You know how animals can smell your scent? This shit reminded me like Twilight. He said, hold on, let me read Rich comments. He said, it for real, it is the energy. I'm doing a free giveaway if anyone is interested. I sub. Shout out to Gas Got Me Broke. Richard said that's why I don't really do the whole physical touch thing. I don't spend a lot of time around people in general outside of work. Facts, bro. I just really got on that fully for the past 2 years. And it is the energy, Steph. You're 100% right. Because a lot of people that I don't hang out with, spend a lot of time with, they're mad at me because they can't get access to my energy. I cheer people up, I entertain them, I upbring them, lift them up. Those are all good energies to have around you. So, but once you have somebody who's like a battery charge, and you got somebody who's a battery user, the battery user always wants to use the full battery. You know what I'm saying? He said physical touch is a level of intimacy too many people are comfortable with that too early on, not knowing the person. Now, facts, even I got a general manager, I had to check him. I say, yo, bro, he tried to place his hand on my back. And the back is a sensitive area for a dude. The only person that's touching my back is my girl, my dad, or like my nieces and nephews. Ain't no another man just coming and touching my back. So he damn near tried to place his hand on my back one day, but I had to make it awkward. I damn near moved my arm and looked at him like, what you doing? Then I had to, because he made it so awkward, I'm a professional guy, bro. I had to call him on the phone and say, look, general manager, I don't have an issue with you, but I personally don't know you like that to where you want to touch me. Why did you even try to touch me? He's like, oh, that was a coincidence. But it's like he generally placed himself in the door to where he would have to touch me. Cause bro, as an adult, if you standing in a door and it's a small doorway, You have common sense if you see me coming in to kind of vacate the doorway. I shouldn't have to say, "Can you move?" Because it's not enough room to get in. But instead, you kind of slide down, so it's like to make way, but you taking up like 33/4 of the doorway. So it's like for me to even get through the doorway, I gotta either face you, we gotta bump it up, or I gotta turn my buns to you to get through there. So I'm like, I'm not doing none of that shit. So I'm walking up, expecting you to move. You sliding to the side, but it's like I'm giving you a look like, yo, get your ass out the doorway, bruh. Cause I could be like that. But you the GM, gang. You not even supposed to be moving like this. So when you doing that, I'm walking up still, but I ain't saying nothing. But I'm looking at you a certain way to where you kind of gotta just move. So when you start to move, you sliding, but then you try to like put your hand on my back to like guide me in. Like it's okay, come on. So I damn near move my shoulder. You ain't even touch me, gang. But I looked at you like you good. Then you kind of fell back because it was like a different guy came out. But I'm like, damn, you making me have to even get like that. Why you want to touch me, gang? But bro had the tendency of wanting to stand too close to me. So based on what you said, Richard, I don't even talk to that man. When I come in, he be like, "How are you today?" I'm like, "Smooth," just like that. Don't even say nothing else because you want to be so close to me and you shown it inadvertently, just doing weird shit. Why do you want to be so close to me, bro? Just be the GM. But you want something from me. But then that same guy watched me interact with a lady that I really love here. She buys me Cheetos. She genuinely cares about me. But I interact with her, give her my best natural energy. That's what he wants. But he can't get that because he's a weirdo. Respect the boundary, fool. Or I gotta become the guy you don't like. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm just like you, Mr. Wilkins. I'm not. It don't matter if we in the White House, bro. I'm not gonna let you touch me. It don't matter if we in Barack's office, gang. Do not touch me. Cause I don't like to be touched. Especially by no dude that I don't know. Well, what's the intimacy about? Like he said, comfortable with two people early like knowing I grew up around a lot of huggers and it was always more emotional connection. Felt awkward. But some of these people that want to be so intimate, touching, you don't have a close relationship with them. That's why it's weird. It's like it's conflicting. It ain't like your brother or your mom or your sister or your best friend. This is a random motherfucker, bro. And they just want to cop a feel. They just want to feel your energy. They just want it on their hands because it's gonna charge them up. That's all it is. Or they want you to talk to him to cheer him up. I don't even talk to his ass. Cause why I has respectfully told him I have a boundary. Don't stand too close to me. Dude would literally try to stand right next to me, not even 5 feet. To the point I just had to tell him like, yo, back your ass up, bro. Then it should be the point here, invade my personal boundary. Like you see this walkie right here? We all have this walkie, bro. My man's got an office. This how weird bro was. Bro got a walkie in his office. He would literally leave his office, come and stand right by me right here, grab my walkie to use it. So I let that shit happen for a while. You know what I mean? Then it got to the point one day I'm like, yo, bro, what's wrong with your walkie? Then you start stuttering like, So I start stuttering like, you don't know how to talk? And you like, sorry, YS. And I don't even respond to that shit. Then you walk out. But it's like, now I got to set the boundaries for the environment because you're not respecting them. It's going to get gritty. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to tell you, like, back your ass up, man. I don't even want to do that because I could do that. But you give me no choice. You know what I'm saying? But saying fool, he be trying to talk to me all the time. Like he be like, you have if you need to talk about anything, come in my office. Bro, I got a dad. If I gotta talk to anybody, I'll call my dad. Like, yo, dad, can I talk to you about this? That's why I talk to express myself to you. So random guy. I'm not freaking coming in the office to talk to you, bro. You couldn't even help me. But you really want to be so close to me like that. You know what I mean? All that shit is just they just want a taste of your energy. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm stingy with my energy unless I rock with you, bro. Because I know the effect and cause of this joint. I ain't gonna hold you. He said, a girl, dude, I had a teacher do that to me once. She was forcing all the kids to give her a high five, and I didn't want to. And when I walked past, she grabbed my arm and pulled my hand, and put her hand on my back like that, cause she wanted your energy. You the only person. You looking like. Let me tell you the key part of everything. This is the key. Everything I done said. This is the key part right here. Right. Boom. Y'all come. I can tell who all is who. For instance, Richard Wilkins, Rowdy the Don, Stephanie Nicole, Nader, Child, freaking not that guy, 310 the City, Melly Bird. These are people that have so much energy they can sustain a city and others. Now, what do I mean by that? Bro, some people they are on such a low frequency, they need ultra boost. Ultra boost. All the people that I just mentioned, I don't know y'all personally, but I can tell from how y'all speak through the live, through the chat, that y'all can maintain yourself energy wise, meaning that y'all don't have to be around 20 people. Y'all don't have to go hang out with this guy every day to feel good. Y'all don't have to be around Stephanie Nicole, don't have to be around 20 girls to feel good. She could be by herself or one other person. She don't even need another person. But the people that have this level of energy, you have sustainment. Now, what is sustainment? Sustainment is you don't really need much, but God. Why? There's a lot of people that are broken down spiritually, physically. They don't have energy. They're weak. They're weak. They can't motivate themselves. They're not excited about nothing. They're not, charismatic. They can't be charming. They can't maintain themselves. So they need to get around someone else to boost them. This is how it happens. This is how the vampire sucking energy, harvesting people come around. And a lot of these people, when you don't give them that access, they become your arch enemy. They do weird, you know what I mean? They get problems with you. But because you are the one that has the ability to sustain yourself. A lot of people, bro, in 2027, 2028, they're going to get broken down physically, spiritually, mentally. Why? Because the earth is different, gang. Y'all been hearing this for a minute. The earth is different, bro. It's not the same. He said that's disrespectful on a whole nother level. He said she was insulted and didn't think. Hold on. He said, dude, she was insulted and didn't think I say because I was a little kid, but I handled my teacher and my mom got that handle that day. Nah, that was you had to handle that because she needs to understand she don't got those type of privileges to just grab you to have a cop or feel, bro. She got to respect you as a kid. You have boundaries. You know what I mean? She doesn't have the authority your mom has to just grab you. But these vampires, she like, I need a little bit of Richard's energy. Why doesn't Richard need me? Because you got to think, everybody in the class, they needed her in a sense. Like they like, oh, teacher's a high five. You have so much energy, Richard. You looked at that shit like, man, I don't need that shit. I'm good. I don't need to give you a high five. That's how people who have sustainable energy are. Me and you and everyone else like that. It's like, yeah, we might see somebody dick riding a person, but we don't want to dick ride this person because we don't feel like we need that shit. Sample. We feel like, yo, we good just as is. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie Cole said, these people don't respect boundaries at all. I don't even cross the line with family like that. Exactly. But people try your boundaries to see what they can get away with. I ain't gonna lie, I set boundaries early, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn, like, you gotta. I used to be the guy, like, I used to have everybody riding with me in my car, fool. They ain't putting up no gas money. Now, if I tell you how to set boundaries for not being an Uber, you'll be like, why, yes, you crazy. Boom. Let me give you an example. Let's say me and Richard Wilkins, we chill all the time, right? Now, Richard Wilkins, he's not a user. This is figuratively speaking. But he like, hey, YS, yo, can you drop me off at work? And I'm like, yeah, man, Richard, I got you. Boom. Richard and I are friends. Richard is now thinking like, dang, I ain't even had to pay YS no money to him for me to drop him off. That's how a user thinks. I'm thinking like, man, Rich is my man. It's only one day to drop him off at work for sure. Boom. 2 more weeks come. Rich like, hey, YS, can I get a ride to work? And I'm like, yeah, I got you. Next thing you know, I'm always dropping Rich off at work at 9. And one day I'm like, yo, Rich, I'm sorry, bro. I can't make it tonight. Rich like, man, fuck you, YS. You fake as ever, bro. You the fakest guy in the world, bro. This didn't happen to me. But let's say the first time Richard asked me, like, yo, YS, can I get a ride? I'm like, hell no, nah, boy. I need $5. Off rip, you're gonna be like, YS, you an asshole. Nah. I'm putting up a boundary to where every time Richard thinks about asking me a ride, he gotta put money up. You feel me? He gotta put up a bag. So he might be reluctant in asking. But if I don't make him work for nothing, he gonna ask me all the time. That's how you set boundaries. But sometimes we don't set boundaries because you trying to be too nice. All that being too nice shit, that shit is fake, man. You gotta be real. If you don't like something, tell them like, yo, I don't rock with this. Don't do that. I ain't with the wave. Don't do that. Set them boundaries. Yo, child, what's up? You said Eddie Love. HS2 is not possible. You have 100% control over the situation. If he keeps pushing to where he threatens your safety, get help. Now that's facts. Don't take don't take don't take a lot of threats lightly, man. Take all threats serious, bro. I got threats that I received from like 4 or 5 years ago that I still think about. I mean, I had some situations with dudes and they were like, yeah, we're gonna do this to you when we see you. So I'm looking like if they ever see me, is they on that time or is they not? Because I remember that. Because I don't put nothing past nobody, bro. I don't underestimate nobody, man. And people are capable of anything. So don't take threats lightly, man. Especially if you're in a situation where somebody's threatening to do this to you, do that to you. Don't take none of that stuff lightly. Take it serious, man. Remember that. You threaten me, bro. I remember them threats. Saying that way I don't forget. If I get around you again, I know if I'm in danger or not. I know if you gonna backdoor me or not. I ain't gonna be like la 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 la. That was 4 years ago that you threatened me. I don't even think you really meant it though. Like, nah, boy. I'm thinking like, damn, what made you say that to me, fool? What even crossed your mind and had that thought? You know what I'm saying? He said we can talk about we can talk about this raise, buddy. Nah, I told him that. I told him, I say, yo, bro, the only way you can help me is I need 10,000. You got that? Cause I'm a fool, but I'm keeping like, yo, bro, you're not a therapist. I don't fucking need to talk to you. I got a dad. I can talk to my dad about anything. Bro, I used to tell my dad everything, bro. My dad is like my best friend. It was a time, bro. I was jumping in the bank. When I say jumping in the bank, I'm cracking accounts. My pops, he called me. He like, yo, fam. He like, yo, son, what are these checks coming to the house? Cause we got like a transparent relationship, bro. That's one thing I love. I hope that when I have a son, I can talk to him like that. My pops is an OG, is a general. I could tell him, yo, dad, I'm moving 20 packs tonight. I'm going to Cali to get 4 packs, packs of tree, and I'm selling that. And he gonna be mad, but he know I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing I never did was lie to him about nothing. Maybe a few things, but it wasn't major lies. But I barely lied to my pops, man. So just having that open communication with him, it's like that junk's fire. I can tell him. I done told my pops about scamming, cracking cars, cracking accounts. You know, when he first found out I was trapping, that was one of the toughest conversation to have because he was like, "Yo, I need you to be honest with me." I'm like, he like you trapping? I'm like, yeah, I'm trapping. But we had the conversation like men supposed to have the conversation, even though that's my dad. So just having a dad who can communicate, bro, is fire. I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I used to get in trouble a lot when I was in elementary school, middle school. But then it got to a point, and I used to get whoopings in elementary school because I used to be fighting after school. They'd play with my top and after school. So now I'm laying dudes out in after school, bro. Come to the crib. OG got me freaking squatting 500 squats, 200 push-ups. He not letting up. So I ain't gonna lie, I used to hate that stuff. So I still go to school and I get in trouble at school. Then it got to a point where I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really doing no punishments, bro. It was like I was old enough to where we would just talk, bro. Cause I used to get my ass beat to punishments. Crazy. You thought I was training for the NFL to conversations. Once we got to the conversations, we could just talk about stuff, you know what I mean? But in reality, I feel like I had proper discipline. A lot of the discipline was from my stepmom. She just would want to see me in trouble, man. So a lot of the times I got in trouble with my stepmom just making shit up. Cause her seeing me get disciplined made her feel good. You know what I'm saying? But now the same stepmom, she talks about me today like, man, why yes shit? I don't be trying to hear none of that shit, fool. She had a lot of time to at least establish a relationship with me, man. She never tried, bro. She was one of the worst mothers in the world, fool. She intentionally would do things to try to hurt you. That's why it's like people can't hurt me now. Like imagine you was a kid, man. You ain't even eat, right? You got a mom in the kitchen, a stepmom in the kitchen, bro. You ain't did shit to her. She making food, bro. She only make specific food for her and her daughter and sit there and eat in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Or keep in mind you riding around with this person because your pops had work all day. This motherfucker go to McDonald's. You want McDonald's too. You won't even get no McDonald's. You watching other people eat McDonald's. This the shit I had to go through. That shit just made me a soldier though. You feel what I mean? It's like nobody can bluff me. Yeah, you could have a money and be throwing it in front of me, but I ain't I'm gonna be live later, man. And like that.